everybody, I am Siobhan Tuvino and this is Hard Hat Legends, and today I have Miss April Planck. And can you tell us who you are with?
I'm with Marmic Fire and Safety, and I've been with them about 3 years.
Okay, and what exactly do you do for them?
I'm an area general manager, and so that means I'm responsible for currently 5 locations for the business. We have about 60 locations, so I take care of most of Missouri.
Wow, that's a huge responsibility. Okay, well, we're just going to jump right in, okay? Yeah. All right. First question, what was your very first job as a young teen?
I love this question. I started in babysitting, obviously, like a lot of girls do.
Yes.
Babysat some cousins for summers for a few years, and then my real job was Dairy Queen. And it was probably 1992, and that does age me, but that's okay. And I specifically remember the starting wage was $3.10.
Oh my goodness. Isn't that funny how it's kind of gone up?
Yes.
So that's cool.
Thank goodness.
Yeah. Okay, how did you get into the construction industry?
So I was working for IBM, computer company, in tech support, and one of the women I was working with had a husband who worked for a HVAC company, and they were talking about needing a fill-in for somebody who was going to go on maternity leave.
Okay.
And I was looking for any reason to get out of tech support because that's a terrible job. And so I said, let me interview for it. I'd be happy to do it. I got the job, and about 3 weeks in, they gave me a permanent position as a project coordinator, and that's it. I've been in the industry for 26 years.
Wow. Okay, so did you go to college at all, or?
I did go to college right out of high school for surgical technology.
Oh my gosh.
Totally unrelated. I didn't graduate the program because I started a family. But later I did end up going to college around 2007, 2008.
Okay.
For reasons that will answer one of your other questions.
Okay, perfect. Okay. What would you be doing today if you weren't doing anything in the construction industry?
Probably surgical technology. I was always really interested in the surgery aspect. Blood and stuff does not bother me, and just the intricacy of the whole thing I loved, and so I'd probably be in that field.
Okay. All right. As a woman in the industry, I'm excited about this question. As a woman in the industry, do you feel like you've gotten any pushback?
Yes. I don't know if I'd call it pushback, but early on, way back in the 90s, there was a lot of uncertainty about women in the industry, and keep in mind at that time I was 23, and so there was a lot of just disbelief, no trust. Many of the guys who were trades workers had the mentality, unfortunately, that if you weren't a tradesperson yourself, you couldn't manage a project.
Yeah.
And so there was always that effort, and I always felt like I had to prove myself even more than some of the men on the team to earn their respect. But beyond that, really the biggest pushback I had, and the biggest thing that kind of affected my career, is when I was wanting to move from project management into people leadership. I was going against other men, mostly, that had college degrees. They didn't even have construction industry experience, but they were winning the jobs over me. And so I had a mentor tell me once that you probably need to get a degree.
Okay.
And so I did. I went back to school after I had my 3rd son.
Oh
online,
my gosh.
From like 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. almost every day.
Oh my goodness.
Used the company's tuition reimbursement program to get the associate's degree, and after I graduated that in 2009, I pretty much went into leadership.
That's awesome, and kudos to you for being a mom and doing that and working.
Yeah, full-time working.
Yeah, that's incredible. So my hat goes off to you.
Terribly tough. I don't recommend it.
No, I wouldn't either, but you know what? You did it, and look where you're at today.
Yeah.
So
had to do it. Having a 3rd child, which was unexpected but very welcomed, it changed a lot for our family, and we needed to do something to make a major shift. So, with that fueling the fire to be more aggressive in my career, and having a little bit of pushback from people I was already working with. I was doing the job. I knew I could do it, but
Right.
because of what my resume said, I was getting held back. Maybe not because I was a woman, just because
Yeah.
of the education. So that was frustrating, but we got
Oh,
by
I'm
it.
sure. Yeah. But yeah. Okay. Who has been a mentor for you?
I have a lot of those. When I saw this question on your list, it really made me think back. I would start with, as a child, it was my grandfather. Charlie was his name, and he owned a custom home building business, which he very much worked in the field every day with his own hands, made the designs and built everything. And we're talking really fancy homes for like athletes, and these were mansions, right?
Oh,
Some of
wow.
them had basketball courts in them. They were just fancy. And so I was always really impressed by that and his hard work. And he was just a genuine human being. He knew how to treat people. People respected him. Yeah, I just always looked up to that for him. And then next I would say is my dad. He started his career in the Air Force, spent the rest of his career in the FAA, started as a technician working on air traffic control radios or whatever they are, I'm not sure, and then retired as a senior leader with the FAA. So I always looked at him for leadership, and I knew that that's where I needed to be eventually.
That's amazing. Okay. What is one piece of advice from any of your mentors that you still use today?
I would say just get a mentor. It's very important to have a mentor at pretty much all times in your career, no matter who you are or what you know. And the mentors are going to change as you develop in your career, and it should change. You probably will have different ones at different phases of life, and use them. Learn from their lessons. Don't think you have to learn everything yourself or do it the hard way. And especially in construction, there's so much support for apprentices and training and learn on the job training, paid training, all these things. There's just so much opportunity to get help.
I have found in the last, I don't know, decade, it has gotten so much better.
Much, much better.
Yeah, because I know as a young person for me that we didn't have the opportunities that they do today.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, take full advantage of that.
Full advantage. And there's organizations, there's just tremendous amounts of help.
Yeah. And a mentor in any phase of life. I don't even think you need to have a mentor if you're working. I mean, if you're a stay-at-home mom, or a mentor is amazing to have, somebody to just lean on. So totally agree.
Yep.
What are some ideas or suggestions that you have to encourage a female looking to get into the trades? What's your advice?
Similar to what we just talked about, have a mentor, let them be your guide. And I would say when you're choosing a mentor, it's important to choose somebody who kind of mimics what you want to do or how you want to act or what you want to learn, and let them be your guide through the process. I would also say, go to the organizations. Networking is a big part of it.
Okay.
Job fairs is a big way to learn about opportunities. But yeah, just use your resources.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, April, for your time. I truly appreciate it. And thank you all for watching, and stay tuned, and we'll have more information on new interviews coming up. And you can get the full entire of this interview on YouTube. Thank you.
Thank you.